Hello everyone and welcome to my live show. So I hope you're all well. So this is a very kind of surprise live show, though I'm just coming to make and see if anybody's here, and hope you're all well. Okay. So before we get on to everyone waiting for people to come here, I always fiddle with the lighting first because it's just horrendous, the lighting. I can never seem to get this lighting right. So I hope you're all well, and I wanted to reach out to you guys because I wanted to through these challenges that we have in our lives, I wanted to reach out and hopefully give you some great advice. Okay. So, hi, and so what I'm going to start with is a daily reading. So, the lighting is just dreadful, it's so bright. Well, hey ho, we'll have to deal with that. Okay. So, I hope you're all well, and I hope I hope you're all coping okay with everything in your lives. Okay, so this live show is Ask Me Anything show, and I will look into this and delve into this intuitively and look in between the lines. So hi there, hi everyone, and hope you're all well. Hi from New Jersey. Oh gosh, my hair. Hi there. Yeah. So I thought I'd surprise you guys with a live show and try to help you on your journeys. Okay, and I do love doing my tarot scopes, and I love to guide people in their lives because it's very important, because sometimes we have lots and lots of challenges. So hi everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a daily read, and let's see what comes out here, because the energies I get for the daily read are very much sitting in limbo, kind of limbo land. Whether that's a good limbo land, we can have a look at that. But I get like a limbo land, cannot kind of go forward or backwards. And this can also mean, with the Ace of Swords, is cutting yourself off from the past, or a situation, or a relationship, or something like that, or cutting yourself off from a person. And when you cut yourself off from a person, it can make you feel very much in limbo. Okay, it's like you have turned a new chapter, and this is the energies that I'm getting here for the daily read. It's and you can't help the way these people or this person feels and thinks about you. They've made a judgment against you. And I feel for some of you, you may have really tried with this person. Now, this could be either a family member or some. What does limbo mean? AE. Limbo means, sometimes I do get a bit technical with my readings, but limbo means it's like you feel a little bit lost. And you've just maybe moved on. When you start a new beginning, and let's say you finish, or you've dumped somebody, or they've dumped you, and and you really, really tried with that situation. But no matter what you did, it was going nowhere. It was not going forward. And like Debbie there says, I cut off a narcissist. Yes, and this is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, it's hard to let go. And that's another part of being in what limbo means, is that you find it hard to let go and move on. So you're kind of stuck in this in-between stage, which is you can't go backwards and you can't go forwards. So you're actually stuck in this like limbo land. Like limbo land is like a lost land, you know, you feel lost kind of thing. I hope that explains it okay. You're welcome. I just feel that sometimes we all need this. We all need this guidance. And I love doing this. It's something that I love doing. And I don't care what I look like. I've just jumped out of the shower. I've got no makeup on. I've got this old t-shirt on and you know, with shits on. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to come on here and help you guys. Okay. I do pick up narcissism too. And you know, I know a lot of you get angry when I stop talking about narcissism, but narcissism is something that's so rampant. It's like another epidemic. It's like a pandemic, and how can I put this? It's so spread so. It's like a virus in a way, because it spreads and you feel like you can't show your genuine emotion. What I mean by that is, and you may have felt this with this situation where you've cut yourself off from this person because you feel, or you felt as if you could not express who you truly was, because you have a big heart, you're empathic, and you love to express yourself passionately. But with a narcissist, or anybody who's toxic in a way, you have to hide how you feel, because after a while you realize that a toxic person or a toxic relationship are going to target your vulnerabilities. And this is what's so heartbreaking about realizing, you know, that you've actually been with someone, or because you start to actually hide your feelings, because you don't want those feelings to get targeted. And when you've experienced a narcissist, you start to be like that in the general world, because you don't want to show that you care, because you're frightened that vulnerability is going to get attacked. You know, you want to open your heart and you want to be transparent, you want to be honest, you want to share how you feel, but because you've been targeted by a narcissist, you actually hold that back. You know, you kind of hold that back. And sometimes I do say in my readings that you need to detach yourself, you need to step back, you know, and observe before you get involved. And even I tell you to do that, but in a way that's kind of not allowing yourself to feel, you know, to actually feel. Difficult, because it's kind of walking around eggshells too, you know. Hi Heike, thank you for your donation, for your super chat. Am I wasting time dating this Hollywood director, Eric Disardo? Wow. Feely won't be serious with me. Lots of mixed signals. And what I get with this Eric is he just feels, he feels, and he knows and he feels that he's got a lot of power. How can I explain this? Because I'm not like this. I don't think like this myself. But these energies that I pick up here are, some energies are satanic, and I don't think like that, and demonic, and I don't think in that way. I try to, divert away from those energies, but with this Eric, I feel that he he just, I feel that he abuses power because he has power, and when, and you probably have noticed this high key, is when you say, when you have an honest discussion with this Eric, and this is for a lot of us, when we sit down, we have this honest discussion because we're transparent, and that's how we're supposed to be these days. It's always better to be an open book, and so people can trust each other, so you can connect with each other on a deeper level. But with Heike, with Eric Heike, it's when you do talk from your heart and intelligently, these kinds of people kind of, if you said black, they would say white. And if you said no, they would say yes. If you have a great opinion, a great idea, they will twist it around to something that's better. They may have not even have thought of this idea, but they take your idea, and this is typical narcissists actually. They take what you're very passionate about, talking about, they take that idea and they twist and turn it and make it into something totally opposite to what would be better than your idea. Something would always be a new improved kind of decision. But your idea, your opinion was absolutely okay. So why can't people just agree with you having your own thoughts, your own values, your own opinions, your own virtues? Why can't people just agree with that? Because when they're narcissists, they just can't. They have to control, and they have to bend and twist and turn and get you to be treading on eggshells around them, because you're thinking this Eric knows much more than you do, okay, because he's in that position, but he wants you to feel that. And there may be times when he feels vulnerable, and he does not want to feel vulnerable with you, okay? He does not want to feel vulnerable with anybody. So when he starts to feel vulnerable, he makes it look as if he doesn't care about you. I'm not bothered about this, and because he's like the big man, he has to look like the big man, although there is this kind of vulnerable side to him. So are you wasting your time with this guy? Depends what you want. Am I kind of hitting this I key? That when you kind of try to talk to him, it kind of is evasive. Because if you cannot, because I do get you have been upset by this Eric. You have been upset by this Eric because this kind of thing, it kind of gets to you after a while. It gets to you because you can't have a deep kind of you can't have a deep kind of conversation, or they try to evade it, or I get this does frustrate you here, and this is designed to make you feel insecure. Because some like talk about narcissists like their women to be totally insecure. Okay, and I actually feel that you're kind of trying to decide whether to end this relationship, because I have the Tower card in reverse. And the Tower card in reverse, you're trying to avoid this um, situation, but I also get you feeling a little bit trapped here. Okay, he tells me to get plastic surgery because I get you feel a bit trapped here, and I get this like feeling very upset about this. I think telling somebody, it's totally up to you what you do, of course, but telling somebody to get plastic surgery, that is a very kind of a big decision to make about your body, um, and and if it's about your boobs. A lot of these film directors like natural now. They don't like these fake boobs anymore. So, um, are you wasting your time? Well, I think you definitely feel that you are. Um, I do feel he's narcissistic. I mean, that's something a narcissist would say, is go and get yourself plastic surgery. I think, is he telling you to get false boobs? Because, exactly, Natasha. Anybody else got advice here for Heike? Listen, I'm sure, a lot of these um, producers who were serious directors just love natural, real and natural. All this fakery of facelifts and bum lifts and boob jobs, a kind of history. If you get a good film, they're not interested. People don't want to see fake boobs anymore. And it's all about natural and real, and real. And all your kind of creases in your face makes the character of what you're portraying. And yeah, natural. Okay. Um, yeah, I actually do get that. I get also what Debbie says there. This is like a narcissistic, and I said that right from the beginning, that this guy likes to feel like he's in control. And if he can make you feel insecure about your body, to say, you need to get this done, you need to get that done. Narcissists love their girlfriends. They love their girlfriends to be insecure. They love if they say to you, please go and get plastic surgery for me. They love that. They love it. It just proves that they've got total control of you. Now, it all depends if you want to be with somebody who's controlling like this, because I would say that's quite controlling. If he's a film director, he shouldn't be telling you how if they really respect their actors, they would see their actors as respect them for their art, for their art and their characters and the characters that they can absorb into. They won't be interested in. I think that will ruin your career, actually, having going for fake. Just be careful with that. Okay, he may be directing you wrongly to get whatever it is corrected by plastic surgery, because I'm sure that, and I'm picking up that most film directors don't like that anymore. They like real, and as long as you keep yourself fit, healthy, and all this kind of thing, they actually like you to be real. Okay, and yeah. With narcissists, it's never good enough, I'll leave that one with you, Heike. Are you wasting your time? If it was me, I would say, oh, if it, nobody would ever tell me to get plastic surgery. Um, I would say if I'm not good enough for you without plastic surgery, then you can sling your hook, kind of. I don't care about your films and your movies and all that kind of thing. I want to be real, and I want to be accepted to be real. I pick up a person who actually abuses his position. Okay. Um, yeah, it abuses his position, and I get like a narcissist. Now, I think what I pick up here with this daily reading is that a lot of us are trying to, or a lot of us are waking up to that you have got your own willpower, you have got your own sense of self, you have got your own identity, you have got your own character, you have, if you're an actor, yeah, if you're an actor taking on another character, I mean, you're taking on a character, somebody else's character. And that's what you possess, is your own character of who you are, okay? Don't, take on somebody else's character. You have a character. You have an identity. You have a sense of self. Why be told that you don't have that? Yeah, so just be careful there, okay? Because I do more work on myself, Heike, in terms of finding your character, your identity, who you are, and work on that, and if you've got saggy boobs, who hasn't got saggy boobs and flabby this, flabby that, then accept that part of your body, who you are, until maybe you improve it naturally. You can improve things naturally, but don't change who you are for somebody else, for some kind of demonic because narcissists are demonic. They want to rip away your soul, They want to rip away your soul and replace it with something that they can puppet master. And aren't we tired of people like this in our lives? So I feel we're moving into a time where we can be, we're all encouraging each other, I hope, to be a little bit more transparent, open, honest, so we can all have deep connections with each other, not pretending to be something that we're not, or hiding who we truly are. Because if you're going to live in this fake identity, you will feel robbed. Your spirit will feel robbed, that you can't be who you are, Hi everyone. So it's something to talk about, a discussion really. So what's that? Hi, will there be any improvement this fall in the world? I know. Well, as I started this, I said I felt that that we feel as if we're in limbo land, and I feel that very strongly. If it's limbo land with our relationships, it's limbo land with the state of the world at the moment. I mean, we're still waiting for things to move, aren't we, in a way? And I feel very much we feel like that. I mean, I went out today and there were still people queuing up to go in a store. And there's like all these things on the floor. You've got to walk this way and you've got to walk that way. You've got to keep 2 meters apart. And I thought, God, what's happened to the damn world? We can't even be normal anymore. And that's what I was thinking today. And I was stood 2 meters apart from this other lady who was in this queue. And she said, I said hello, and I said, oh, nobody to bloody talk to because you're so miles away from everybody. And I said, isn't it awful this? Isn't it awful that we've got to do this when really it's natural for us to want to be sociable. And, we used to complain about people bumping into each other down the high street, But now it's like, oh, I'd love somebody just to bump into me, and just act normal. So, yeah, and I guess this is where this limbo land kind of feeling comes from, because I feel this is the way it is. It just feels like we're just in this limbo. And is this ever going to go away, this virus? Is it ever going to go away? I predicted that it would be next summer before we even get any kind of... So we've got... what's going to happen? We're going to have this social distancing till next summer. So what's this? Child of God. Hi, child of God. Prayer works too. Yeah, I agree. Prayer works too. God morphed me completely when I dumped my first love, who was a narcissist. When you dumped your first love and he was a narcissist, did you feel this kind of... Did you feel in limbo, or did you feel like you could actually... Did you feel you got your freedom back? Did you feel as if you was getting your own sense of self back? Because that's one thing that you notice when you come out of a narcissistic relationship, is that you're able to talk to people on the same level, on the same page, and people are listening to you. And people feel you, feel your soul, your spirit, But the narcissist was not able to do that. The narcissist could never feel you, feel your spirit, feel your empathy, feel your love. So the first thing that you actually... Okay, Ethan, yeah, I've noticed you before, and I've noticed you before, Ethan. So please, yeah, don't say any crazy things here. Nobody is like that on here. So when you do actually, when you do escape that narcissistic control, it's very much a... you kind of notice that you are normal, and that people do listen to you, and that you are kind of... I just think it's dreadful that there's demonic people out there that just want to destroy you for being you, for just being you, because narcissists want to eventually just break you. That's their aim at the end of the day. Those kind of demonic people just want to break you, and so they meet a really nice, good person, empathic person, somebody who will help them on their journey, and all they want to do is break that person. They just want to break them, you know. And and nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that just for being, you know, caring and loving and all that kind of thing. So yeah. So I hope you're all well anyway. And so what I pick up here with yeah, the sabotage. The sabotage. I would, if you can get away from somebody like that, just get away from somebody like that. They will sabotage you, but you just have to ignore it till they meet another target. Unfortunately, okay. It is a mental illness, Ethan. Thank you for your input there. And it's a demonic spirit, because what they want to do is break a good, a loving spirit who feels love, who feels empathy, who feels compassion. They just want to break that until you don't feel it either, until you don't feel that love, until you give up on love, until you don't want to, you know, you may still believe in romance and love and being swept off your feet. They want to break that from you. They want to make sure that you never believe in any of that ever again. That's how these demonic spirits are. And yes, it's just look out for those red flags, guys. Look out for those red flags. So let's pull some more cards out here for the daily read. Now, I did pull out some cards that said that actually said that we're in a kind of state of limbo, because yeah, just be careful of these kinds of people. I feel this is a warning, because I get here the Seven of Cups. This is all an illusion. It's all an illusion, and it's an illusion. What they kind of put on the surface with that mask that they wear, it's all an illusion. And because beneath all of that, there's nothing. They have nothing to give. Okay, so I get King of Swords here, and it's a heartless use of power. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting narcissism coming through with this reading, but it seems to want to give this message out to someone here. Okay, so get here. This is a heartless use of power, and deliberately withholds love from you, and deliberately withholds information from you. So whoever this is omits things to confuse you, and yeah, I get slanderous, and they would give you negative advice and say that's the best thing to do. They will deliberately do this, guys. These kinds of people deliberately do this. They know that you're looking for, they feel that you're a sucker. What a stupid woman you are. What a stupid, look at you. You're searching for love, and love doesn't exist out there. This is how narcissists believe. You know, love doesn't exist. You don't believe in that love bullshit, do you? And this is what this is their doctrine. You don't believe in that love bullshit, do you? You don't still believe that, do you? Whoever this is, whoever I'm reaching out to here, this person is a complete rebellious, completely rebellious against tradition. completely rebellious. Every single thing is rebellious against what's normal and traditional, okay? So they reject values. And again, I get somebody's giving you on kind of unsound advice and negative advice. They're trying to push you down a road of negativity. Hi, Debbie said. Hi. Something that is interesting to a lot of us at the moment is this craziness about this narcissism. Okay, and that's what we're discussing today. The reason why is because this reading seems to be taking me down this road, this daily read, to recognise these heartless, I could swear, these heartless people who actually believe that love doesn't exist. Love doesn't exist. You see, they wouldn't have a clue. A baby's been born. The mother most mothers automatically have this unconditional love, cry and full of emotion, full of love for that child. A narcissist feels that doesn't exist. It's all fake. Yeah. It's all an illusion. You still believe in that bullshit? You don't still believe in that bullshit, do you? I'm sorry if you've had to put up with this. And I feel it seems to be prevalent at the moment because of this pandemic, because everybody's out for themselves. It's turned people, and I've been embarrassed about people, the way they've reacted at times during this pandemic. And I've been shocked at the way people have reacted during this pandemic towards each other. And it seems like everybody, and this, you see what's coming through here is there's going to be a world recession. And it's saying here, just watch out for these demonic people that are just out for themselves. That there's going to be a world recession and a big scramble for the jobs and a big scramble for money. And it's like, and this is going to bring out the worst in people. Because people, you see, they're kind of turning this way because they want justice. You see, people want justice. It's not our fault that we've got this pandemic. It's not our fault that we've got this pandemic, and we want justice. And people are frustrated. People are frustrated. Nobody cares, or I get like whatever this is. There's like jealousy of the success of others. That's coming through here. Jealousy of the success of others. It's like a new breed of narcissism here. And this is a warning. I feel this is a warning, like a prediction towards the future, where we are expecting to get some kind of world recession. There's going to be jealousy of other success. Why is it my job, I lose my job, and you don't lose your job? Why didn't we get any help, kind of thing? So a lot of people want injustice, but what this is doing, it's giving birth to more narcissists. Exactly. God have mercy on us, because this is a warning, and we've already seen it, haven't we? We've already seen. God, I just can't believe how way people have reacted. you know, to things. But this is another level. You know, instead of becoming wiser over this hardship, people are going to become bitter. Okay, and really, this is I'm mentioning this because I want people to be aware of you know, this is a blessing that this is coming through, because it's really saying, do not, you know, don't take this path here of this kind of bitterness, and try to look at objectively. Otherwise, you're just going to end up like this other kind of, you know, you're just going to end up joining this bandwagon of enhanced kind of narcissists, you know. Yeah, so this is definitely a message from the divine. People want justice. We've got a world recession to look forward to. and people are just going to get bitter, and try not to join this with other people, you know. Well, that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, we do. We need to stay positive. Okay, crikey, I didn't like that reading at all. So it started off with, sorry, yeah, I know it's from the divine trying to give us a message to say, you know, expect this, basically. So we can be aware, I guess. So yeah, if anybody wants to, yeah, we do have to stay positive, absolutely. So does anybody want any questions there? Anybody want to ask any questions on anything? Please do. Okay. If you've got a question to ask here. So let's have a look. Property prices have plummeted all over the world. Yeah. Look, I don't want to go down this road. Am I a spellcaster? I have a spell deck. I have a spell deck, but it's more kind of it's more like from the divine, really, than it is like casting like a witch's spell kind of thing. Oh, Johnny Depp. Yeah. Wow. Johnny Depp has lost the plot, hasn't he? I've been following this too with this court case. And thanks, that's an interesting Jaylee about Johnny Depp. He is a very troubled soul, and he cannot manage his well, first of all, self-medicating with drugs and alcohol, which is a big sign that there's something going on mentally. I would say he's a big narcissist, because Johnny Depp finds it so easy to just, you know, like a chameleon, go, you know, like channeling another kind of character. He finds it so easy to, like, you're really so confident with changing his characters and taking on a character. And I'm thinking with Johnny Depp that he's actually put on so many characters that and he's put his own sense of self to one side and studying other characters all the time and kind of channeling those characters, filling his whole self up with these characters. That he doesn't even know who he is. Hello, Jane. Hi there. Hi, Jane. The verdicts in this case, well, I feel with it is being called a woman beater, hasn't he? A woman beater. Beats women, or something to do with J.K. Rowling. Some in this court case of the newspapers. I think he has beat his wife up, hasn't he? Shoving her, bruising her. The thing is there's been no. I feel there's no evidence of that, but I feel. You see, the newspapers were basically telling the truth, that he was a wife beater, and so I actually, let's pull some cards out. I'll come to that with Johnny Depp, because that's an interesting one. Seeing as I picked up on narcissism to begin with. Hi Jane. Thank you for your donation. Am I going to experience love one day? I mean, love on both sides. We're all asking this, Jane. It's difficult to. It's difficult to. I don't want to put any kind of negative spin on this, but it's difficult to determine. People are hiding how they're feeling these days. They're scared to show how they feel, because there's so many damn narcissists out there. And this is from the divine. It's like people are so scared to be transparent and show how they feel, because they're worried in case that person's going to run with that and take that as some kind of vulnerability. Oh, you don't still believe in that, do you? That kind of thing. In fact, I had somebody say that to me once. I mean, I ignored it totally. I totally ignored it. So I said, what is it that you want from a man? And it was from a man, actually. I said, well, what I want the full kind of works. I want the fairy tale. I want to be swept off my feet. I want to fall in love, and I want to fall deeply in love, and all of that. And I don't want anything less. And that person said to me, you don't still believe in that bullshit, do you? That's what that person said to me. In fact, it was somebody I feel that was interested in me, but I soon kind of went off that person after that reply. I'll not forget that. I'll not forget that. That taught me a big lesson of people that are walking around, are walking around like blooming crazy people, You don't still believe in that bullshit. That was their answer. So, Jane, a big question, for all of us. I think, please, just still be that if you get any of those answers, Jane, like that, like I got, just look at it, observe it, and think, well, okay, I don't, you don't want what I want, so clear off, and let's get the next one. And that's how you should think, Jane, because I feel you've met. What I'm picking up here, Jane, is to say to yourself, I do want love one day, and I want real love, and I want to feel that love. Because if you go for less than that, you're going to feel deprived. One day you'll sit in your rocking chair, and you'll say to yourself, "Wow, I really should have, waited for that person that I fell deeply in love with, and at least I know what that feeling is, So I would be bold about it too, Jane, and observe for those idiots that are not going to, give you that love back, because, like I say, it's run riot of narcissism at the moment. So don't go for anything less, and stay strong with that, Jane. Okay. And watch out for the red flags, and be kind of really kind of adamant that this is what you want. This is, I want to fall in love. I want to have children to the man that I'm in love with, and I want to feel that love and be swept off my feet and feel so loved every day. When I go to bed at night, I feel so loved and cuddled and respected, and stick with that, okay, and stick to your guns with that, okay. So let's pull some cards out here. I think if you stick with that mantra, and I feel that you will find that man, but it's a crazy world out there, it really is, and I understand what you mean, Jane, totally. Let's have a look. There's too much. I'm sorry, but I don't want to tell everybody this, but this is coming through. I get the ruthless card. There's too much ruthlessness in this world. You know why there's too much ruthlessness in this world? It's because everybody's out for themselves, and they're just not going to show it any love at all. And I just find that so sad. I just find it so sad. I feel with you, Jane. You have had this ruthlessness, because we are doing this, okay, for you. You've had a ruthless man who is out for himself, out to get what he can, have his sex, have his money, have the beer, go out with the mates, do what he wants, but, nobody tells him what to do. And that's a sheer pure narcissist, isn't it? That's the guy that you have dated. Somebody has said, you put up with this or you don't, or you just go. Well, what you do, Jane, is, because I see you've had your heart broken, my love, haven't you? Jane, you've had your heart broken over some ruthless man. I'm so sorry, Jane, okay? Do not let that put you off at all, okay? So yeah, don't let that put off, my darling, okay? You've dated someone who's broken your heart, and you kind of, because this man here was kind of wanting it all, you put up with my BS, and that's not love. That's not love. That's just pure narcissistic selfishness. Whew, God, guys, what a session. Okay, now you have to look out for these red flags, okay? And I don't know why it has to be. It's like this ruthlessness running around and survival of the fittest kind of thing. Now you can take two roads. You can take the road, as like I said, become one of those ruthless, bitter people, and and the survival of the fittest. Or you can take the other road, which is being transparent, honest, open, and believes in love. And you keep on that road, and then I feel you will find it. You will find it. But I'm sick and tired of meeting these ruthless men. It's just driving me crazy. I know, Jane. Okay, I picked this up for you. This is just driving me crazy, because I feel that you fall in love and you end up with this kind of thing. And you want justice. You want justice, Jane. Okay, you want justice. You want justice. Did anybody see that Jane Eyre? I know this is going right off here. Okay. Do you remember Jane Eyre, that film, and Mr. Rochester? And that Mr. Rochester was a real nasty piece of work, wasn't he? Until he met Jane, because he was so bitter, because he had been introduced to this mad woman, and he married her, and he didn't know she was mad, and he didn't know she was totally insane, and he became very bitter that he'd been lied to, and and he saw Jane, who, and again, it's like, isn't it? Again, it's like that narcissist thing. He saw in Jane Eyre this kind of very stable-minded person, and very kind of, normal, just a normal woman, and educated. That he fell in love with her because of her mindset, because he'd been with some crazy woman, and he was not. Can you remember? He was really nasty at first, wasn't he? He actually turned into some kind of crazy narcissist after being with this mad woman. So. And if you remember, he fell in love, didn't he? Although he fell in love with Jane Eyre, but he was trying to keep it back and not show her, and pretend that he was going to marry this blonde with the blonde ringlets, and trying to make Jane jealous. Yeah. So I think that although these men come, like you were saying, Jane, okay, I don't think it is Jane, okay. I feel that you have to. It's not playing the game. It's just being very kind of bold with what you expect and what you want out of life. I feel that's what you need to do, Jane. And like Jane Eyre, it's like your name, Jane. Like Jane Eyre, be very adamant of what you want. No, I'm not going to be used. I'm not going to be treated that way. I want this, and she ended up. Oh, I love that film anyway, Jane Eyre. So yeah, these romances. What you have to do is be bold, and unless they've gone too far with showing how they're not capable of love. Some people are not capable of love, and they don't know what love is because they've never been shown love. This is the real world, yeah? We're living in the real world. Real world, there's people who don't know what love is. They don't know what love is. They don't know how to give love. They don't know how to recognize love. And I would say that someone without empathy or compassion is not capable of love. So always look out for that, okay? And ask questions on empathy and compassion, because it's very important to have a deep connection with someone. Is being able to be compassionate, and that's one of the main things that you, to be caring, to be kind to somebody. So always look out for those red flags, and as soon as you see them, you need to get out of there. You need to get out of there. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, okay? Now that they don't know how, they pretend to. They pretend to, and that bamboozles you, because they pretend to. They put on that mask, and they pretend that they know how to love. I know how to love you. I know what to do here, and come with me. And it's all fake, and that usually wears off after about 3 months, and then you start to see the person underneath. So always make sure that you make somebody wait, and make somebody until you actually see, because I bet a lot of you guys here have ignored some of the red flags, including me. I have ignored red flags when I should have taken note of the red flags, expecting you to be superhuman, and when they're kind of glaring at all the women around them, and you're stood there looking like a lemon and a fool. To me, that's devaluing you right in front of you, and you're stood next to that person, and you can see that red flag. Yeah. Jane, I feel that you have to. I feel that you just have to, if that case where you're single, but at least you can say to yourself, I've not, I've been careful, and I don't want to be in a relationship where it's not equal, and you've been adamant that you're just going to get, just be that kind, caring person that you are, and hopefully somebody will be kind and caring back, and I just feel that you have to, you really do have to watch those red flags. What's that, Jay Lee? Yvonne hasn't given a reading on this, and this tells me he'll win. And last thing she'll say is this. Oh, bless. Okay, so I don't know what that meant anyway. Okay, so if you do want your own little mini reading, you can ask a question, and if you want to give a little super chat, anything, to help my channel, anything from $1. I always grateful for, even if you donate $1, I'm grateful for that. Okay, and it's just to help my channel, and for me to do this. Okay, to help you guys. I feel that we actually need this now. I feel that we need it, especially with this pandemic, and also there's a fear of this recession coming next, and so I feel we all need this propping up. We do, and this is what I love to do. This is what I love to do. Is to help you guys on your journeys. You're welcome, Jane. You're welcome. And on the subject of love, like some people, I'm the type of person that just falls so deeply in love, and with so much passion, so much love to give, and I kind of smother someone. If I fall in love, I fall in love deeply, and I smother the person with love, and I cook and I bake and I make jams and all these kind of things, and I love to nurture. I guess it's that natural instinct of that maternal instinct that just comes out naturally. And that's how it should be. Love should be like that. Love should be where you want to nurture and protect the person that you're with, and vice versa. The man should feel he wants to protect the person that he loves, and protect that person from any harm, and you know, and be a good provider and giving, and I feel that's how it should be. Um, like you say, some people just don't know how to love. You know, there's lots of different people out there. There's people that have been groomed to be empaths, to love extensively, and there's others that have been groomed to not love. You know, which side of the coin are you on? And I think it would be so lovely to get two empaths together and two narcissists together. They can go together, can't they? I mean, that would be amazing. Hello there from Calgary. How are you? Hi, everyone. And I'm going to finish up here. So I want to say this session seems to have been some kind of warning from the divine to watch out for those red flags, because this pandemic is going to produce, you know, everybody's going to be like out for themselves, and not everyone, but and it says we need to be more vigilant, and hopefully not just be out for ourselves and survival of the fittest. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can have open hearts and care for each other. I hope so. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Anyway, if you do come here, I'm an empath. Lots of you guys are loving people and empaths too, and you know, so it's people are very like-minded here on this community. So please come back for the next live session when I do another live session. Okay. I have been busy because I've been moving locations, and so I'm just settling down in this new location. Okay. Oh, Johnny Depp's. Yeah, let's finish Johnny Depp. Okay, I didn't get Johnny Depp's, did I? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Let's do Johnny Depp. So, Johnny Depp. I feel Johnny Depp is guilty of being a woman beater. That's what I'm picking up. He did treat that Amber quite badly. Her name's Amber, isn't it? Can't remember. And yeah, God give us strength, Debbie said. Yeah. So Johnny Depp, I feel he's just, yeah, like I said, he just doesn't even know who he is. He's got lost in his characters, and he's kind of realizing, I feel this was a lot of self-medicating too. I get the ruthless card again. And yeah, hiding his true self. Hiding his true self. I guess when you're ruthless, you put on this like hard exterior, don't you? When you're a ruthless person, you put on, I suppose you can put on any character, yeah? And he can put on this hard exterior. And I guess when he gets to where he has to be intimate with an intimate partner, somebody who loves him and wants to get close to him, he doesn't want to delve that deep. He doesn't want to be intimate, and he doesn't want to get very kind of monotone with his feelings. So yeah, he likes the sex, and he likes that, having a beautiful woman on his arm and that kind of thing. When it comes to intimacy, it's like, it's blocked off, if you understand what I mean. And when somebody wants to talk intimately to Johnny Depp will start slamming doors, throwing objects, raging, going crazy, even throwing an object at a person, a cup, whatever, a small item, and you throw it at someone, it hits them in the face, it's going to bruise that person. And if they're going to be like that all the time, picking up objects and throwing them at somebody, they're just going to be covered in bruises. So I feel this kind of wanting to get intimate with Johnny Depp causes these rages. And again, another narcissist you see, a narcissist is someone who has a malfunctioning of the brain, they're wired so differently from normal people, and us normal people want to I want to be loved, I want affection, I want to talk, I want to sit down and talk, and they can't talk, they're not able to talk, they don't know how to be intimate. So that's what I pick up with Johnny Depp. He's very complex, I feel. He's very complex. He's very complex. He shut off his true self long ago and replaced it with all of these characters that he plays. I feel if he did some deep digging, he'd probably see that himself, And whenever his partners want to talk intimately and get close to him, he starts raging and throwing objects. And like I said, he says, yeah, I pick up an object and I throw objects around. But that doesn't mean I hurt. Yeah, you throw an object at someone and that hurts. It hurts, okay. Okay, so what's that? Sorry, she did that to him. He remarried, hospitalised for weeks from being attacked by her. Okay. Okay. All right, everyone. So I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon, okay? And I'll bring some more readings for you as well, okay? And bye, everybody here. And lots of love, sending you lots and lots of love, okay? And warmth and healing here. And have a great day or a great evening. And bye for now. Bye-bye. Oops.